Good evening, children. In yesterday's class, we discussed about, we started with the new chapter, isn't it? What is the name of the chapter, Karthik? Yes, what is the name of the
Numerical
chapter?
inequalities.
Yes, numerical inequalities. Instead of equal to, we are using inequalities, isn't it? Tomlin, can you tell me what are the different signs we are using for representing the inequality?
Greater than, less than,
Hmm.
greater than or equal to, less than or equal to.
Yes. Okay. So we are using the greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. These are the four inequalities, four signs we use, isn't it? Here, greater than and less than, we call it as strict inequality, isn't it? These are called strict inequalities. And greater than or equal to, less than or equal to are called slack inequalities. They are called slack inequalities. They are called the slack inequalities. And we learned some properties. Properties of inequalities we discussed. We discussed some properties, isn't it? And we learned the priority order for evaluation. Like BODMAS, what is the priority order for inequality? What is the priority order? First, we'll be evaluating. Yes.
Less than or greater than.
Less than or greater than. Okay, whenever strict inequalities, that means that one will be evaluated first. Then we'll be evaluating less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. And third, we'll be equating equal to. So these are the cases. Okay, in this order only we evaluate less than or greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, or equal to. Okay. Now write the next heading, children. Based on priority order. Based on priority order. This is based on the priority order. Make the conclusion. We have to make a conclusion. Okay. Based on the priority order, make the conclusion. So I'm dividing it into two columns. Statements. Some set of statements will be given. Based on the statement, based on this set of statement, what is the conclusion you will have? Suppose I'm giving A greater than B greater than C. This is the first set. Okay. First set. Now listen, children. Afterwards, you can write A greater than B greater than C. A greater than B greater than or equal to C. A equal to B greater than C. A greater than B equal to C. So look at here. Look at the first statement. In first statement, we have greater than, isn't it? We are using the inequality sign greater than. A is greater than B greater than C. Look at the second case. We have greater than and greater than or equal to. So which one will be which one will be giving the first priority? Greater than is there, greater than or equal to is there. So which one will be giving the first priority? Greater than. Okay, now here equal to is there, greater than is there. But according to the priority rule, here we will be giving priority for greater than. Likewise here, greater than is there, equal to is there. Whenever we have combination like this, the conclusion we can take is, the conclusion is Can we say A is greater than B in all the 4 cases? In all the above 4 cases, we can say, sorry, not B, C. A is greater than C. Is it satisfying? Look at here. A is greater than B. B is greater than C. So, which is greater? A is greater than C. Same way here, A is greater than B, but B is, sometimes it may be equal to C. But from here, what is the conclusion we can take? A is greater than C. Okay, look at the third case. A and B are equal, but B is greater than C. So from here, what is the conclusion we can give? A is greater than C. Is it okay, Aishwarya? Hmm?
Yes, ma'am.
Aparna, are you able to understand this one? Okay. So in all about these 4 cases, we are getting A is greater than C. Now the second set of statements. So copy this one first. Copy this. After that, I'll give the second set. So using these conclusions, we are going to solve problems. Okay. We'll be solving the problems based on this. Okay. Shall we continue? Okay, children. All of- So we are discussing about the conclusions, isn't it? Based on the priority, we are discussing about the conclusions. Okay. The second set of statements, from the second set of statements, we are going to give the conclusions. Okay. From the second set of statements, what are the conclusions? Okay, I think first set you wrote, you copied the first set, isn't it, Tomlin? Before the power failure, I hope you copied the first one. First set you all copied. Did you all copy? Aishwarya, Aditya? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then, okay. Otherwise, I have to rewrite it. That's what I'm asking. Okay. Now look at the second set. A less than B less than C. A less than B less than or equal to C. A equal to B less than C. A equal to B less than C. A less than B equal to C. A less than B equal to C. A less than B less than C. A less than B less than or equal to C. A equal to B less than C. One more case is there. A less than or equal to B less than C. From all these statements, what is the conclusion you can give? What is the conclusion? Yes, children, I think we can continue. Okay. The second set of statements. What are the second set of statements? What is the conclusion you got from the second set of statements? What are the statements you wrote? Femina, read the statements, Femina.
Ma'am, A less than B less than C.
Hmm.
A less than B less than or equal to C.
Okay.
A equal
Third
to
one.
B less than C.
Okay.
A less than B equal to C.
Hmm.
A less than or equal to B less than C.
Okay. So now look at here, A less than B less than C. Similarly, second one, A less than B less than or equal to C. A equal to B less than C. A less than B equal to C. A less than or equal to B less than C. From all these things, what is the conclusion we can give? A is less than C. A is less than C. Is it correct? Look at here, A is less than B, less than C. From here, we can say that A is less than C. So this is the second set. Now, the third set is, right, the third one. Okay, so the third one is A greater than or equal to B greater than or equal to C. A equal to B greater than or equal to C. A greater than or equal to B equal to C. A is greater than or equal to B greater than or equal to C. A equal to B greater than or equal to C. A is greater than or equal to B equal to C. How to do this? What is the relation you can see? Yes. What is the conclusion, Karthik?
A greater
What
than
is the
C.
is it A strictly greater than? Look at here, whether we have any greater than symbol here. No, isn't it? It may be greater than or equal to. So what is the conclusion we can say? A is greater than or equal to C. A is greater than or equal to C. A is greater than or equal to C. Okay, this is the third set. Then, is it okay, Karthik? Are you getting this? Okay, here it is not no strict inequalities here. We have only okay, greater than or equal to. So the conclusion we can say is A is greater than or equal to C. Similarly, A equals B, but here it is greater than or equal to. So among these two, which is given more priority? Greater than. So we can say A is greater than or equal to C. Now write the next one, fourth one. A less than or equal to B less than or equal to C. A equal to B less than or equal to C. A less than or equal to B equal to C. A less than or equal to B less than or equal to C. A equal to B less than or equal to C. A less than or equal to B equal to C. From here, what is the conclusion you can give? Aishwarya?
A less than or equal to C.
Yes, it is A less than or equal to C. In all these cases, we can say A is less than or equal to C. And the next fifth one is the fifth set is A less than B greater than C. A is less than B greater than C. A less than or equal to B greater than C. A less than B greater than or equal to C. A greater than B less than C. A greater than or equal to B less than C. A greater than B, less than or equal to C. Here and all what we can say, what is the conclusion you can give? A is less than B, B is greater than C. So how is it possible to compare A and C? A is less than B, B is greater than C. So is it possible to compare A and C? Look at the second case. A is less than or equal to B, B is greater than C. So what about A and C? You take, instead of A, B, C, you take some numbers. 1 is less than 100. Okay, and 100 we know that it is greater than -1. So what can you say about 1 and -1? It depends on, okay, in this case it is greater than. If I take some number here, some other number, suppose I write 89 means in that case it will become less than, isn't it? We can't take a conclusion. It depends on the values of A and B. So in all these cases, look at here, less than and greater than are mixed up. In one side you have less than means other side it is greater than. If you are getting the same inequality means same symbol, less than or equal to means we can compare. Here one is less than, the other one is greater than. Or either, if you are using either fully less than or equal to means we can compare it. But here less than and greater than are mixed up. So in this cases what we can say, there is no conclusion. We can't give a conclusion in this case. There is no conclusion. Okay, is it clear? Is it okay? Is it okay, Shubham? Okay, copied all these conclusions. Now we are going to solve problems based on these conclusions. Okay, based on these conclusions, using this, we are going to solve some problems. Okay, these are all some 1 mark questions, like what we did in 11th standard. We learned some relations. Okay, some relations and all we learned. Are you remembering? Logical reasoning. Based on that only, here also we are going to use. Okay, write the question. Write the question. In each of the following, find, which of the given conclusion is true. In each of the following, which of the given conclusion is true? In each of the following, find which of the given conclusion is true. Which of the conclusion is true? So here, some statement is given. B less than or equal to D, greater than E, less than or equal to A, equal to F, greater than C. And the conclusions are, so the first conclusion is E less than F. And the second conclusion is E equal to F, which is correct. You have to give the answer. This is the statement. A less than or equal to D, greater than B, less than or equal to A, equal to F, greater than C. What is the relation you will get? What is the relation? B is less than or equal to D, greater than E. E is less than or equal to A, equal to F. So look at the results. Look at the results. In the results, what we want? We want only E and F, isn't it? We want only E and F. So you leave the remaining. You focus on only those terms, E and F. Is it okay? Here, some inequality. Okay, look at here. A, B is less than or equal to D, D greater than E. So from here, if you take this part, less than or equal to or combined. So we can't compare it with here. So if you look in this part, we'll not get the solution. Now, in this result, we want to compare E and F. So you take only, you give focus only on this part and find out. What is the answer? Anila, can you give the answer?
Ma'am, E is equal to
E is equal to F. E is less than or equal to A equals F. So here we have, okay, look, I mean, if you look in this focus part, E is less than or equal to A equal to F. So E is, what you can say, which is true. E is less than F, or E is it equal to F? From here, what you can say, A equals F. So we can write E is less than or equal to F. So E is less than F. What is the conclusion? E is less than or equal to F means what does it mean? E is less than F or E equals F. Is that no? So that means both the conclusions 1 and 2 are true. Both are true. Okay. Here we have focused on only this part. E is less than or equal to A equal to F greater than C. If you look at here, A equals F. So instead of A, we are writing F. So we get E less than or equal to F. What is the meaning of less than or equal to? E is less than F or E is equal to F. So in the conclusion 1, it is given E is less than F. In conclusion 2, E equals F. So both the conclusions are satisfied, isn't it? So both 1 and 2 are true. So Anila, your answer is correct, isn't it? You gave the second one. So that is also correct. Is it over? Is it over, children? Cromlin, completed?
Yes, ma'am.
So now the next one. The statement is A greater than B less than or equal to C equal to D less than E. A greater than B less than or equal to C equal to D less than E. And the conclusion 1 is A greater than E. And the conclusion 2 is B less than E. A greater than E. Conclusion 2 is B less than E. So which one is correct? How to do this? C and D are equal, but we don't want C and D, isn't it? So we can make it as a single term. We can, instead of C and D, we can write this as A greater than B, less than or equal to C, less than E. So is it possible to say A is greater than E? A is greater than B. Afterwards, we are getting it is less than C, less than E. So is it possible to compare A and E? We have greater than symbol. Now I think you can compare these three, isn't it? B is less than or equal to C. C less than E. B is, okay, now can you use the conclusion? We have learned one set of conclusion. A less than or equal to B less than C means what you can say? A is greater than B. Is it less than E? Yes or no? But look at your A and E. Is it possible to compare? No, isn't it? So here the first conclusion is wrong. It is false. It is false. But what is the second conclusion? B less than E. Whether we are getting this condition, B is less than E. What is the relation between B and E? B is less than E is true. It is correct. B less than E is true. So second conclusion is correct and first conclusion is wrong. It is false. Okay, so the next one and all, you'll be giving the answer. Over. Tomlin? Tomlin is not there. Femina, do you get this point? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
next one and all, be ready to give the answer. Write the next one. Statement. The statement is C equal to B greater than or equal to A less than or equal to D equal to E. C equal to B greater than or equal to A less than or equal to D equal to E. So the conclusion one is C is equal to X. And the conclusion 2 is C less than D. Conclusion 1 is C equal to X. And the conclusion 2 is C less than D. What about the first conclusion? C, it equals X. Look at the statement. Is there any X is given? No, isn't it? So it will be your answer. Yes, Femina, you unmute and give the answer. What you're saying is correct there. What is the answer?
C less than D.
C less than D. So first conclusion is wrong, isn't it? It is false. C is less than D. Is it correct? That one you check it. Femina, once again you check that one. Is it C less than D? C equals B. So we can write this as C greater than or equal to A less than or equal to D. C and B are equal. So we can write C is greater than or equal to A less than or equal to D. So Can we say C and D are equal? C is less than D. That is also false, isn't it? That is also wrong. We are not getting a conclusion because one is less than symbol, other one is greater than symbol. They are less than or greater than or mixed up. Okay. Now write the next statement. Write the next statement. P greater than Q. Q, comma, T. P is greater than Q and T. T less than or equal to R. Less than S. This is the next one. Okay, this is the first one. P is greater than Q. Second one, T less than or equal to R, less than S. S is greater than P. Okay, yeah, it is given in three parts. Okay, it is not as a single statement, it is given like this. What you have to do is, from all those things, what is the conclusion you can take? So the conclusion is, P is less than or equal to R, T is greater than S. What will be the answer? P is less than or equal to R, T is greater than S. Which one will be the answer? Yes, let me check who will be giving the answer. Yes, Aishwarya, what is the answer, Aishwarya?
And the first conclusion is true.
First one is true. Okay. What about the others? Is it correct? P is less than or equal to R. You check your answer, Aishwarya, once again. You listen, but can you connect these two? P is less than or equal to R, less than S, and S is greater than P. So what is the conclusion you can give? So if you combine this, listen, I'm using the relations and combining. P is less than or equal to R, less than S. But what is given up? S is greater than P, P is greater than Q. Isn't it? combining these three, can I write a single statement like this? Okay, I'm writing the middle statement first. T is less than or equal to or less than S. What is the relation between S and P? S is greater than P. What about P and Q? P is greater than Q. So what is the relation between P and R? Look at the part P and R. Leave the other things. Only for the first statement, only you focus on these three. R less than or equal to S, greater than or equal to P. Is it possible to compare? Is it possible? No, isn't it? So this is false. This is false. Now look at that. For the second conclusion, you look at that. Which part you have to focus? P and S. So for the second one, we have to focus on this. Okay, for the second one, we have to give the focus on this part only. T less than or equal to R less than S. If T is less than or equal to R less than S means we can say T is less than S. Is it the conclusion given there? No, isn't it? Therefore, T greater than S. So this one is also false. This is also not true. Okay. Is it okay, children? Okay. So do it once again. Okay. This one, somebody have to, okay, logically you have to link it. Then only you will get the answer. Okay. You can't by heart it. Karthik, is the method okay? Huh? Okay. Okay, there is no correct exact formula like this is the formula. Okay, you have to link it and you have to find. Okay, reasoning. This is what we call this is reasoning. Now, one more question. Let's practice. Write the next statement. B greater than C, comma, C less than or equal to E equal to D, comma, B is equal to F less than A. B equal to F less than A. So this is the statement. And the conclusion is, the first conclusion is A greater than C. And the second conclusion is E less than or equal to A. First conclusion is A greater than C. And second conclusion is E less than or equal to A. What is the answer? I think, okay. Okay, you do one thing, children. Time up. So what do you do? Come with the solution. Try to find the solution. First, you link everything together and come with the solution. Okay. First one is we want to relate A and C. Second one is we want to relate E and F, E and A. Okay, try to come with the solution in the next class. Okay, use the statements and conclusions we have given. Use the priority order. Make it as a single statement and check which one is satisfying. Okay, I end the session now. Thank you.